How often do you cook for yourself?
Now, every day. Before, I don't know if you'd call it cooking. I just threw stuff in the microwave. Welcome to Ripping Rob, and today we are going to be cocinando con Roberto, cooking with Rob. So today we're going to be going through some of the things I've eaten during the past week to try and make my health better. So we'll start out with a few things. For breakfast, I usually eat some kind of fruit smoothie, and I just bag them up in little bags. So we've got a fruit smoothie. I use water with those, I don't use milk. And then for lunch, I usually have some carrots, orange, and also with my lunch I usually have some beans of some kind, usually like a cup and a half, 2 cups of beans. And then for dinner, I really like stir fry. And Aaliyah last week challenged me to eat chicken every day for a week, which I have done this past week. And I really have come to love it. I've done a little bit of baked chicken with vegetables, but a lot of it has been stir fry with vegetables. And with that stir fry, I really like hot stuff, so I've used jalapenos, I've used habaneros, and I've used some serenos. So I've used those different chilies, and they're great. I love it. And usually with that, I add a little garlic powder or something like that to make this flavor a little bit better. So tonight we're going to start out with cooking some breakfast. Today we're going to be using the Ninja. This is an awesome blender. Careful of the blades. People have already gotten cut on. I use berries. I usually put a whole banana in, and then a 1/4 cup of one berry, and then a 1/2 cup and a full cup of another type of berry. And then I just put them into bags, so I assemble them all at the beginning of the week, and then I'm good to go. I wake up in the morning, I just open them up, throw them in the blender, then I take some of my Herbalife formula, throw 2 scoops of that stuff in, get some water. Good stuff. This is blueberry, huckleberry, banana, and it tastes wonderful. Blueberry, huckleberry, and banana. Y se sabe muy bien. Alright, for lunch, you'd almost have to be stupid in order to mess it up. All you have is carrots, you eat those. A esos, se los comes. An orange, you peel and eat that. A esos, también se los comes. And then beans, you just throw them in the microwave and then you eat them. Tiene los frijoles y los comes. That's lunch. After lunch, I usually drink a lot of water. I don't snack that often. If I do snack, it's like a piece of string cheese or something like that. So I usually try and hold out until dinner time, and that's helped me a lot to be able to control my hunger. Even though I am hungry, I hold out until dinner. And when it comes to dinner, I usually have like a combination of chicken and vegetables. While those are warming up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start cutting our chicken. After that's all good and cut up, just go through my mom's cupboards and find something that smells good and I throw it in. Use a little bit of celery salts. You cover up the top of the pan. Let it thaw everything out because everything's still frozen. So you let everything thaw out for a little while, and meanwhile, just hang out. Once I started changing the little day-to-day things, it was really easy and the food tastes great. I find stuff that I like to eat that's healthy. Still tastes good. Still good.
We had a manwich night earlier this week. Was that hard to be around those types of foods, or did you find it pretty easy to just make your own stuff and watch everybody else just stuff their face?
You know, it was pretty easy to make my own stuff because my own stuff was pretty easy to make because I knew that it was going to taste good, and I'd already decided before I went that I wasn't going to eat like the unhealthy food that was there. So I took my own stuff and made it while I was there. It was really good. I think if I was to choose one thing that I did really well this week, it would be I ate healthy. I could definitely work on finding good snacks. I went to the doctor earlier this week and I have a problem with one of the tendons in my knee. And so I asked him what cardiovascular workouts I could do because I was having problems when I was running and things like that. And he told me just to be careful with my knee, that I could do biking and try to do a little bit more elliptical instead of actually physically on the track running to kind of keep the pressure off of that. So I'm going to keep doing that this week. It's a little bit annoying that came up, but I think there's definitely ways we can get around it and we can still keep working out and having a good time. And he said what happened was there's one of the tendons on the side of my knee slips around the bone and it slips back and forth, and so it'll just get swollen up from time to time. So I just have to lay off of it for about a month, and then he said I should be fine. It is a little bit discouraging, but I think no matter what you do, there's always going to be something that comes up to make it so you can't achieve your goal. And that's not a reason not to achieve your goal. I mean, just because your knee hurts is not a reason to stop working out. You can always find a way around things that come up. I mean, my dad always says, where God shuts the door, he always opens up a window. So there's always somewhere where you can do it to still accomplish your goal. Next week, I think a lot of it is going to be working on finding really good ways to do cardiovascular workouts. We've done a lot of lifting and we need to keep that up, but I think it's important that I find a way to do cardiovascular workouts.